This happened a couple days ago. It was around 9 p.m. I was in my backyard fixing something in the shed. My house is located near an old building. I'm not sure whether the building is abandoned or not, but nobody ever seems to go inside. Well, either way, I kept on hearing noises coming from inside the building this particular day. Since all of the lights in the building were turned off, I decided to try and get a better look by jumping the fence. After I jumped the fence, I still could not see anything, but I decided to take a picture of the building. When I jumped the fence back over to my house, I looked at the picture, and in the corner of one of the doors, you could see a man standing there, staring at me. This scared me, because I did not think anyone was living in that building, so I just went back to working on my shed. After a little while, I heard a door open to that building, and the same guy came walking out. He was also holding a trash bag in his hand. I was very confused at this point, whether someone actually does live in that building. Not even a minute later, the man disappeared into the darkness. 5 minutes later, I started hearing a tapping sound coming from the fence in my backyard. I slowly turned around and saw a head looking over the fence staring at me. This scared me, because at this point it was late in the night. I called out to the person looking over the fence and told him to leave. There was no response. Also, the head was so still. There was no movement. That was when I realized that there was a man crouched down, looking through a hole in the fence staring at me. The same man was holding a stick with the head that was staring over the fence. At this point, I decided to yell at the man to leave. I picked up a rock and threw it at the fence, in hopes of scaring the man. Then I ran up the stairs and into my house, locking all of the doors and windows. After I was done, I looked back outside, through one of my back windows, but this time, the man was gone. I started to get really confused and scared, since the strange man that came out of the building also was holding the head that was on the stick. Either way, after a little while of thinking, I decided to call it a night and get some rest. I don't remember the exact time, but something woke me up in the middle of the night. I got up and looked around, towards the sound coming from the window. That was when I saw the scariest thing of my entire life. The same guy was at my window, using the head to tap on the window aggressively. I quickly shut my blinds and called the police. Later that night, when the police showed up, they searched the entire house, and they could not find anyone. I also told them about the guy coming out of the building, and showed them the picture of the guy in the building. When they searched, they did not find anyone or any traces of any murders. This was the most horrifying experience to ever happen to me, and I'm glad that the man had never returned to my house again.